I speak in fragments, sharpened by pressure. Thoughts stack uneven like crates in a hallway. Every idea carries weight from where it traveled. Nothing floats for free. The mind stays crowded. Voices overlap, none asking permission. Truth moves faster when it feels threatened. Silence breaks easier than glass. Memory leaks through concrete. Old warnings echo in present tense. Lessons learned sideways, never clean. Understanding arise bruised. I map reality through contradiction. Hope argues with caution. Pride argues with survival. Ego keeps score even when nobody watches. Language bends to stay alive. Sentences stretch then snap back. Meaning hides between breath and pause. What matters rarely announces itself. I saw ambition disguised as patience. Fear dressed like wisdom. Loyalty tested by hunger. Faith measured in seconds, not prayers. Every step forward negotiates with regret. Every plan leaves fingerprints. Intent matters less than outcome. History keeps receipts. Thoughts move in spirals, revisiting corners already inspected. Each pass reveals a new crack. Depth hides in repetition. I write to organize noise, not to impress, not to decorate, to survive the echo. Power whispers before it commands. Control smiles before it closes doors. Respect arrives late, leaves early. Reputation outlives intention. The street teaches economics without textbooks. Supply equals desire, demand equals fear. Scarcity writes policy. Dreams negotiate with gravity. Some lift, most stall. The fall teaches angles. The ground teaches honesty. I learned timing from closed windows. Opportunity does not knock, it listens, then decides. Perspective sharpens under loss. Gain dulls attention. Comfort blurs detail. Discomfort clarifies motive. Every choice costs something unseen. Time disappears first. Energy follows. Clarity leaves last. The mind keeps a running trial. Evidence emotional. Verdicts inconsistent. Sentences permanent. I speak without ceremony. Words come raw, unfiltered. Polish hides fingerprints. I prefer the evidence visible. Success changes tone, not nature. The same hunger wears better clothes. The mirror stays loyal to truth no matter the lighting. I watch patience ride into delay. Confidence mutate into noise. Silence mature into strategy. Observation outperform reaction. Reality rewards alignment. Punishes contradiction. Intentions lose cases daily. Results never testify. I measure progress by pressure tolerance. How long focus holds, how little approval matters. How quiet fear becomes. Thoughts pace like guards at night. Alert, tired, committed. Trust builds slowly, suspicion learned fast. I navigate between principle and necessity. Neither offers comfort, both demand payment. Balance stays temporary. Every sentence carries a consequence. Spoken or swallowed. Energy shifts regardless. Nothing remains neutral. I learned humility from ceilings too low, and arrogance from open skies. Both distort judgment, only awareness corrects course. The mind archives everything, even discarded moments, even denied feelings. Nothing deletes clean. I speak to clarify alignment between belief and action, between desire and discipline, between noise and signal. Truth survives, compression lies require space. Pressure exposes structure, collapse reveals intent. I observe power misuse itself. I observe weakness weaponized. Both share the same source, fear of exposure. The environment shapes language. Slang evolves from necessity. Code protects survival. Meaning travels discreet. I think in patterns, not promises. Outcomes over optimism. Preparation over hope. Execution over talk. Every risk carries ancestry. Decisions echo backward. Responsibility travels forward. Time connects everything. I learned restraint from consequences. Expression from urgency. Timing from mistakes. Precision from scarcity. The mind resists stagnation. Even in stillness it calculates. Rest becomes strategy. Motion becomes optional. I refuse decorative suffering. Pain teaches enough without applause. Growth remains private. Noise cheapens progress. I speak from a accumulation of days laid without ceremony, of nights spent negotiating, resolve of mornings defined by continuation. Perspective widens under scrutiny, belief strengthens under testing. Weak ideas demand protection, strong ones invite challenge. I document thought without polish, raw edges intact, meaning prioritized over comfort, function over appearance. I saw loyalty fracture under convenience. I saw principles bend under pressure. I saw silence outperform argument. Patterns repeat without apology. The mind stays restless, not from ambition, from awareness. No emotion equals survival. I translate experience into structure, so chaos obeys order, so memory finds place, so emotion stops leaking. Every sentence here resists performance. No applause expected, no chorus required, just continuity. Understanding arrives incrementally, never as revelation. Accumulation builds clarity, moment by moment. And I learned cost analysis from loss. Return on effort rarely immediate. Investment measured in patience. Eyes linger from corners, measuring distance. Judgment travels faster than action. Opinions form without contact. Exposure reveals intent. I recognize observation without engagement. Spectators fluent in commentary, silent during contribution, present only when outcomes appear. Words gain weight through experience. Air carries nothing on its own. Sound demands substance. Substance demands presence. I move where assumptions fail, where commentary stops being safe, where consequence replaces theory. Reality filters voices. You watch closely but stay detached. Hands clean, history empty. Confidence borrowed, opinion without friction collapses quickly. Pressure test language, contact test belief, endurance test character. I learned early critique costs nothing. Participation demands payment, effort charges interest. Debt accumulates silently. Stares translate into quiet doubt. Doubt rarely survives proximity. Truth clarifies through contact. Distance protects illusion. I do not perform explanation. Evidence communicates efficiently. Action leaves trace. Trace confirms position. Spectators rely on volume. I rely on repetition. Consistency outpaces commentary. Time judges impartially. I recognize the look, curiosity mixed with hesitation. Respect withheld conditionally. Validation priced too high. I refuse to negotiate credibility. No interviews required, no persuasion offered. History speaks clearly. Opinions surface during absence, disappear during confrontation. Silence returns when stakes appear. Patterns remain obvious. I learn pressure removes disguise. Posture collapses under weight. Authenticity stabilizes stance. Experience anchors response. I operate without broadcast. Movement register later. Impact measured gradually. Noise unnecessary. Those who talk rarely build. Those who build rarely talk. Effort consumes bandwidth. Focus limits commentary. Observation alone produces nothing. Analysis without risk stagnates. Theory without practice erodes. Reality demands engagement. I know discomfort breeds commentary. Distance enables certainty. Proximity introduces doubt. Involvement restores honesty. I do not address speculation. Speculation feeds itself. Action interrupts narrative results. Recalibrate opinion. The gaze lingers from safety. No entry attempted. Threshold remains untested. Confidence stays hypothetical. I respect silence earned through work. Not silence hiding absence. Not silence avoiding exposure. Earned quiet holds weight. Opinion seeks attention. Contribution seeks outcome. One fades quickly, the other compounds. I learn presence changes tone. Rooms respond differently. Eyes adjust, energy shifts. Those invested speak carefully. Those uninvolved speak freely. Risk regulated. expression. I move without checking reactions. Alignment guides direction. Response irrelevant, trajectory maintained. Critique arrives conveniently timed after effort completes, after outcome registers. Never during construction. I track pattern without emotion. Repetition reveals motive. Behavior exposes belief. Intent surfaces eventually. You watch but do not step forward. Comfort protects position. Safety sustains since this distance preserves illusion. I learned authority never renounces itself. It manifests through consistency, through presence, through consequence. Speculation dissolves under scrutiny. Claims collapse under testing. Performance answers questions. Silence follows clarity. I do not seek approval. Approval fluctuates. Foundation remains. Structure supports movement. The stair carries judgment. Judgment lacks leverage. Leverage requires investment. Investment requires risk. I accepted long ago. Not everyone engages. Not everyone builds. Not everyone earns voice. I remain unmoved by commentary. Words without footprint vanish. Actions archive themselves. Time preserves record. Those who never enter cannot exit. Those who never build cannot defend. Parties to dates and define stake. Stake defines credibility. I speak from contact, from involvement, from exposure, from repetition. The look from afar stays unchanged. Understanding requires immersion. Immersion demands courage. Courage filters participants. I do not correct assumptions. Reality handles that. I continue working. Correction arrives automatically. Opinion seeks recognition. Contribution creates value. Value attracts attention. Attention remains secondary. I learn restraint through observation. Not every voice requires response. Not every glance deserves reply. Focus remains guarded. The environment tests posture. Those without foundation wobble. Those prepared remain steady. Stability signal experience. I acknowledge the gaze without reacting, without adjusting, without explanation. Watching does not equal knowing. Knowing does not equal doing. Doing exposes weakness. Weakness instructs growth. I observe commentary inflate egos without producing outcome. Noise replaced labor. Labor stayed invisible. I chose participation. Accepted exposure. Accepted correction. Accepted cost. Distance feels safe. Safety limits understanding. Space was earned through repetition, not granted by proximity, not gifted by volume. Presence justified every inch. Boundaries exist for a reason, defined by labor, maintained through consistency. Ignored only once. I learned respect operates as response, not request, not negotiation. Reaction follows evidence. Every step on the ground, claim ever requires awareness, preparation, accountability. I do not announce capability. Demonstration handles introduction. Performance dissolves doubt. Silence follows clarity. The work established parameters. Time reinforced them. History archive proof. Memory remains accurate. I guard what requires sacrifice. Hours invested. Energy depleted. Focus sustained. The space reflects discipline. Refinement under pressure. Correction without complaint. Growth through repetition. Disrespect often arrives casually. Assuming access. Assuming tolerance. Assuming forgiveness. Assumption collapses under scrutiny. Expectation misaligned. Posture corrected. Reality intervenes. I remain composed when tested. Confidence grounded. Emotion regulated. Response deliberate. Every interaction audits
its intent. Motive exposed quickly. Language reveals posture. Behavior confirms belief. I operate without aggression. Control suffices. Precision communicates. Stability enforces limits. The craft demands attention. Shortcuts weaken structure. Neglect invites intrusion. Maintenance prevents erosion. I learn restraint through experience. Reaction costs leverage. Calm preserves authority. Timing defines outcome. This position requires protection, not secrecy. Awareness, consistency. Respect survives through upkeep. Neglect invites challenge. Challenge tests resolve. Resolve strengthens stance. I do not confuse access with entitlement. Proximity proves nothing. Anticipation carries weight. Contribution earns voice. Observation without involvement remains hollow. Understanding requires exposure. Exposure demands courage. Courage filters intent. I remain grounded while asserting boundary. No theatrics, no escalation. Clarity suffices. Every line drawn reflects experience. Mistakes corrected, lessons applied. Standards reinforced. The space responds to discipline. Structure holds pressure absorbed. Order maintained. I recognize opportunistic motion. Interest without investment. Curiosity without commitment. Attention without respect. These patterns repeat predictably. Initial confidence, rapid retreat, silence restored. I do not explain standards repeatedly. They exist, they remain, they apply. The environment tests resolve. Those unprepared adjust posture. Those prepared remain steady. Difference becomes obvious. I protect effort from dilution. Quality preserved deliberately. Access limited intentionally. Integrity prioritized. Respect functions as exchange. Input determines output. Behavior dictates response. History informs decision. I learn presence commands attention. Without demand, without force, without noise, the work speaks continuously. Even when the voice rests, even when unseen, evidence accumulates. I maintain alignment under scrutiny. Pressure reveals preparation. Preparation sustains composure. Composure enforces bounded. This is not arrogance nor defensiveness nor insecurity. It is maintenance. Every structure weakens without care. Every space erodes without attention. Preservation requires effort. Effort proves value. I remain aware of encroachments. Subtle shifts. Casual disregard. Incremental erosion. Correction applied. Immediately firm but measured. Direct but composed. Effective. I do not debate earn ground. Debate implies uncertainty. Uncertainty invites challenge. Stability removes question. I learn respect grows through repetition. Not intensity, not spectacle. Consistency builds authority. Those who contribute understand limits. Those who observe test them. Outcomes differ accordingly. Lessons repeat. I remain accessible through merit, not through permission, not through compromise. Standards guide interaction. The space holds history of failure corrected, of skill refined, of resolve tested. I protect it without apology. Maintenance requires conviction. Conviction resists pressure. Pressure validates position. Disregard reveals lack of awareness. Awareness precedes respect. Respect precedes access. Sequence remains fixed. I do not escalate unnecessarily. Control resolves most conflicts. Silence resolves the rest. Time confirms outcome. The work continues regardless. Boundaries enforced quietly. Progress sustained. Direction unchanged. I learn to value composure. Noise distracts. Focus stabilizes. Stability asserts presence. Every challenge reinforces structure. Weakness addresses. Strength reinforced. Balance restored. This ground does not shift easily. Foundation reinforced daily. Attention sustained. Commitment renewed. Respect operates without announcement. It manifests through response, through restraint, through consistency. I continue refining approach, reducing excess, sharpening delivery, preserving essence. The space remains intact because effort persists, because standards apply.
I speak from the core before polish interferes. Foundation matters more than surface reaction. What remains when trends expire defines direction. Essence survives pressure without negotiation. The city teaches balance through contradiction. Opportunity beside risk, loyalty beside ambition. Every choice tests alignment. I learned value through scarcity when excess was unavailable. When intention replaced convenience, when patience carried weight, the mind sharpens under observation. Patterns reveal motive. Repetition exposes belief. Consistency uncovers truth. I move with awareness of consequence. Each decision echoes forward. Each action archives itself. Time remembers accurately. Respect grows from behavior, not volume, not exposure. Presence earns attention quietly. I study discipline through routine. Daily repetition without applause. Commitment measured in silence. Progress tracked internally. The environment pressures compromise. Principles negotiate survival. Some bend permanently. Others reinforce structure. I keep essence guarded, not hidden. Protected, refined through experience. The noise tempts deviation. Shortcut logic appeals loudly. Long vision resists urgency. Endurance rewards restraint. I witness growth distort identity. I witness hunger clarified. Comfort blurs edges. Pressure sharpens focus. Language adapts to necessity. Codes form under watchful eyes. Meaning travels efficiently. Nothing wasted. I avoid borrowed confidence. Authenticity carries its own weight. Imitation reveals insecurity. Original movement sustains energy. Every line here documents intent, not performance, not exaggeration. Alignment preserved. I learned timing from mistakes. Early moves cost leverage. Late moves cost relevance. Precision balances outcomes. Stability requires maintenance. Neglect invites erosion. Attention preserves structure. Routine fortifies base. I observe erection. Test loyal to success. Rearranges circles. Distance clarifies motive. Truth emerges unannounced. The mind catalogs everything, even ignored moments, even denied instincts. Nothing disappears clean. I refine thought through reduction. Remove excess explanation. Clarify objective. Execution follows naturally. Essence operates without validation. Approval remains optional. Internal standard remains fixed. Direction unaffected. I witness principles traded for speed. Speed rarely delivers longevity. Sustainable motion respects limits. Boundaries preserve momentum. I learn responsibility through ownership. Excuses dissolve clarity. Accountability sharpens judgment. Growth accelerates under pressure. The craft matures in isolation. Skill develops without witness. Noise distracts development. Focus compounds ability. I speak with intention, grounded, not inflated, not ornamental. Function prioritized. The future negotiates constantly. Preparation strengthens position. Awareness guides adaptation. Resistance reveals weakness. I protect attention deliberately. Distraction taxes progress. Energy spent wisely multiplies return. Focus remains asset. I resist spectacle-driven movement. Visibility fades. Substance persists. Essence outlasts exposure. I learn patience through delay. Delay refined outcome. Rushing multiplied. Error timing defined impact. Every interaction test principle. Courtesy reflects control. Ego signals fragility. Discipline sustains respect. I maintain clarity through structure. Structure through habit. Habit through commitment. Commitment through belief. The work continues unseen. Progress accumulates silently. Validation unnecessary. Results verify effort. I avoid excess explanation. Meaning sharpens through restraint. Space allows interpretation. Clutter weakens message. I speak from accumulation of nights refining thought. Of days executing quietly. Of repetition forming character. Essence remains portable. Status dissolves. Reputation follows action. Identity persists. I learn perspective through loss. Gain distracted focus. Discomfort clarified motive. Awareness corrected course. The mind resists stagnation. Even in stillness it evaluates. Adjustment remains constant. Evolution never pauses. I choose depth over volume. Precision over noise. Consistency over novelty. Longevity over immediacy. I treat discipline as protection against deviation. Against distortion. Against erosion. I move without announcement. Progress reveals itself later. Direction internalized. Execution steady. I maintain standards under fluctuation. Pressure test resolve. Resolve strengthens structure. Structure sustains identity. I avoid emotional inflation. Facts remain central. Perspective regulates reaction. Reality corrects exaggeration. I learned efficiency through limitation. Resource scarcity. Demanded precision. Waste reduced outcome. Focus improved execution. The essence operates independent of audience. Witness irrelevant. Alignment sufficient. Process ongoing. I refine approach continuously. Correct angle. Adjust distance. Maintain trajectory. I remain grounded in principle. Flexible in method. Stable in vision. Focused in action. Every decision leaves evidence.
The mirror speaks without mercy. No filter, no applause, only consequence.
Expectation collides with arithmetic. Dreams facing voices, talent meets rent. Reality keeps score. I measured ambition against hours work, sleep, traded for possibility. Possibility traded for uncertainty. Uncertainty became routine. The fantasy promised elevation. The process delivered fatigue. Effort stretched thin, outcome delayed. I learned the difference between vision and delusion. Vision accounts for resistance. Delusion ignores friction. Reality enforces correction. Passion did not disappear. It hardened, refined under pressure, stripped of decoration. Every plan required recalculation. Every risk demanded justification. Time asked for receipts, hope offered none. I saw potential stall in empty rooms. Skill echo without response. Effort unanswered, silence constant. The grind exposed motivation. Some vanished quickly, others adapted reluctantly. Few persisted honestly. I learned independence costs more upfront. Freedom requires structure. Structure requires sacrifice. Sacrifice remains unpaid initially. No illusion, survive the numbers. No belief, escaped evaluation. Emotion held no leverage. Facts dictated terms. I watched excitement fade into discipline. Discipline replaced fantasy. Fantasy replaced by responsibility. Responsibility became anchor. The scene sold dreams efficiently. Delivered obstacles consistently. Marketing spoke louder than truth. Reality whispered persistently. I stopped expecting rescue. No sudden breakthrough. No external validation. Only incremental progress. Every step forward faced resistance. Every pause invited doubt. Minute required maintenance. Neglect punished immediately. I learned failure instructs without empathy. Correction arrived blunt. Lessons repeated until understood. Excuses ignored. The gap between effort and reward widened. Patience stretched thin. Resolve tested daily. Continuation became decision. I observed talent ignored routinely. Mediocrity elevated strategically. Exposure disconnected from quality. Algorithms replaced judgment. I recalibrated expectations. Removed fantasy timelines. Accepted delay return. Adjusted scope. The work demanded clarity. Why continue? What matters where boundaries exist? I chose honesty over illusion. Accepted limited reach. Focused on sustainability. Protected mental balance. The myth of overnight success collapsed. Years compressed into slogans. Labor erased from narrative. Reality restored context. I witnessed burnout framed as weakness. Exhaustion mislabeled as lack of belief. Structural issues ignored. Responsibility misplaced. I learned effort alone insufficient. Strategy mattered. Positioning mattered. Infrastructure mattered. The romance of struggle lost appeal. Accuracy replaced drama. Efficiency replaced noise. Survival replaced spectacle. I stopped glamorizing instability. Stability became objective. Consistency gained value. Routine earned respect. Every creative decision faced economic reality. Time allocation scrutinized. Energy budgeted carefully. Focus rationed. I observed peers disappear silently. Not from lack of talent, from lack of support, from cumulative fatigue. Persistence required adjustment. Rigid idealism fractured. Flexible principles survived adaptation. Preserved motion. I abandoned the idea of fairness. Markets
limitations, clarified priorities, scarcity sharpened focus, waste eliminated quickly. Reality forced honesty, with ability, with reach, with expectation. The mirror reflected effort without praise, progress minimal but real, movement slow but deliberate, direction maintained. I stopped comparing trajectories, context varied too widely, metrics distorted truth, comparison distracted focus. The grind exposed internal motive, external reward absent, continuation required belief, belief required reason. I redefined success pragmatically, stability counted, growth incremental, longevity mattered. The fantasy demanded sacrifice without plan, reality demanded planning without fantasy. Balance emerged through discipline, hope tempered by structure. I learned critique from experience, not bitterness, not resentment, clarity. The system awarded visibility, not necessarily quality. Understanding this change strategy reduced frustration. I protected mental health aggressively, boundaries established, expectations managed, engagement selective. The reality check arrived daily in small reminders, in unpaid hours, in quiet rooms. I learned value of parallel paths, single pursuit increased risk, diversification preserved stability, focus adjusted. The dream did not die, it matured, lost innocence, gained realism. I stopped performing struggle, no audit existed, work continued regardless, honesty replaced posture. The grind tested identity, who remains without applause, who continues unseen. The splash screen, I learned to respect. Step into sound with calibrated calm. No announcement required. Presence establishes order. The room adjusts automatically. Breath steady, posture grounded. Every syllable placed with intent. Control precedes expression. I learned early. Volume does not equal dominance. Noise distracts. Precision dictates attention. Economy wins space. Words land clean. No excess motion. No wasted emphasis. Each line fulfills purpose. The instrument responds to command. Timing locks. Cadence settles. No motion sustains itself. Authority grows from repetition. From consistency under pressure. From showing up prepared again and again. I do not chase reaction. Reaction follows alignment. Confidence built through evidence, not projection. The mic becomes extension of discipline. Grip, relax, signal clear, transmission uninterrupted. I observe performance collapse under spotlight. Energy scattered, focus diluted, control lost. I learn restraint instead. Letting space breathe, letting silence frame impact. Letting clarity carry weight. Every phrase sharpens position. Every pause asserts confidence. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. I speak from accumulation of nights, refining delivery of days, testing limits of moments, correcting error. Craft matures in isolation, away from applause, away from validation. Growth remains internal. The voice carries authority with digression, tone measured, intent evidence, stability apparent. I respect the lineage of sound but refuse imitation. Influence acknowledged, identity preserved. Control feels effortless after repetition. Practice removes friction, preparation removes doubt. Execution feels natural. The mic tests integrity, not ego, not image, only alignment. Weak structure collapses under scrutiny. Strong structure absorbs pressure. Flexibility builds built on foundation, never compromised. I learned timing through failure, late entries, dull impact. Early moves lack weight, precision defines power, presence reshapes atmosphere. Attention funnels forward, distractions fade, focus consolidates. I maintain composure under evaluation, pressure reveals preparation, preparation sustains delivery, delivery confirms authority. No need for escalation, intensity stays controlled, energy conserved, longevity prioritized. I do not crowd the beat, I converse with it, respecting space, maintaining balance. The soundstage becomes territory, boundaries established, order maintained, flow uninterrupted. I avoid ornamental language, clarity matters more, function over flourish, meaning stays intact. Each sentence reinforced position, no filler, no apology, no hesitation. The mic amplifies truth, distortion exposed immediately. Authenticity survives volume, pretending fractures quickly. I learn confidence from competence, skill breeze, calm breeze, control defines mastery. Movement delivery precise, exit clean, no residue left. I operate without spectacle, effectiveness remains goal, visibility secondary, substance primary. The voice carries history of trials endured, the standards upheld with consistency proven. I resist urgency manufactured by competition, pace remains internal, direction unchanged, course maintained. Every performance, artist preparation, weak point, surface adjustments apply, structure reinforced. I trust the process fully, repetition compound, small refinements accumulate, mastery emerges quietly. The mic responds to intention, not emotion, not impulse, only command. I learn silence amplifies authority, waiting sharpens impact, restraint signals confidence, control communicates dominance. I avoid unnecessary aggression, precision inflicts deeper accuracy, outperforms force, economy wins battles. The room listens differently when certainty enters, when delivery stabilizes, when presence anchors sound. I maintain standards regardless of context, consistency defines identity, adaptation respects core flexibility, never erodes principle. Every word earns its place, every pause carries meaning, nothing accidental, nothing provides carelessly. I document progress through execution, feedback, integrated technique, refined performance, elevated. The mic does not intimidate, it reveals preparation, reflects clearly, gaps exposed instantly. I learn to close those gaps through repetition, through discipline, through focus. The voice becomes tool, not ornament, not distraction, instrument calibrated.
Speak from discipline earned through repetition. Behavior forms before reputation. Pattern matters more than applause. Consistency exposes truth. Movement stays deliberate. No wasted gestures, every step aligned with intent. Purpose refuses decoration. I learned early how noise distracts focus. Attention leaks through excess talk. Silence sharpens vision. Observation builds leverage. Posture reflects decision, not costume, not performance. Daily conduct reveals alignment. I move with restraint under pressure. Emotion acknowledged, not obeyed. Reaction filtered through reason. Impulse denied entry. Stability grows from routine. Routine grows from values. Values survive testing. Testing never stops. I measure progress through behavior audits. What repeats defines direction. What fades lacks structure. Habit writes biography. Integrity operates when witnesses leave. Ethics exist beyond reward. Discipline survives boredom. Commitment proves itself daily. I refuse borrow identity. No echo of trending language. No imitation of louder voices. Originality roots in experience. Every word reflects accountability. Speech carries consequence. Tone signals intention. Language exposes mindset. I observe respect earned slowly, lost quickly, recovered rarely. Maintenance requires effort. Time teaches efficiency. Excess stripped away. Only essentials remain. Function replaces display. I train attention like muscle. Focus strengthens through resistance. Distraction tests resolve. Clarity rewards patience. The environment pressures adaptation. Weak structure collapses. Strong structure adjusts. Flexibility without principle fails. I document thoughts without embellishment. Accuracy outranks charm. Substance outweighs style. Truth stands without polish. I learn leadership through responsibility. Influence follows example. Authority follows
follows consistency, trust follows transparency. Every decision carries footprint, past reveal priority. Excuses dissolve under scrutiny, results stand alone. I maintain distance from chaos, not from fear, from calculation. Stability demands boundaries, momentum builds through execution. Planning alone stagnates, action clarifies intention, feedback guides correction. I respect process over outcome, outcomes fluctuate, process compounds, mastery lives there. The mind sharpens through challenge, comfort dulls perception, pressure clarifies weakness, awareness directs improvement. I move without announcement, progress speaks later, recognition remains secondary, alignment remains primary. I learn restraint from consequence, expression from necessity, timing from error, precision from correction. Values remain portable, status fades, reputation follows action, legacy follows pattern. I resist urgency manufactured by others, priority defines pace, rush movement, fracture structure, measure steps, endure every interaction, test character, courtesy reveals strength, ego exposes fragility, control preserves respect. I stay grounded through repetition, foundations reinforced daily, small actions accumulate stability, emerges quietly. I reject shortcuts, masters opportunity, speed without structure collapses, efficiency respects process, endurance demands patience. I speak from preparation, not speculation, not reaction. Readiness removes hesitation, the work continues unseen, progress remains internal, validation unnecessary, completion remains goal. I learned humility through correction, confidence through competence, authority through consistency, presence through awareness. The mind filters distraction, focus narrows channel, energy conserved, output improves. I avoid unnecessary conflict, clarity resolves tension, silence de-escalates noise, purpose ignores provocation. Each choice reflects identity, behavior broadcasts belief, alignment stays visible, contradiction exposes weakness. I maintain standards without compromise, flexibility exists within principle, structure guides decision, values anchor direction. I operate with long vision, short gains misled, sustainable growth demands restraint, longevity rewards patience. I treat discipline as daily agreement, renewed each morning, tested each moment, upheld through action. I avoid emotional inflation, facts remain central, perspective prevents distortion, reality corrects exaggeration. I learn cost management through experience, energy spent wisely, attention allocated precisely, focus guarded intentionally. I do not chase momentum, I build it layer by layer through execution. I remain accountable to self, external approval irrelevant, internal standard of compromise, integrity self-enforced. I move with purpose under scrutiny, pressure reveals preparation, preparation sustains performance, consistency sustains credibility. I speak plainly, no ornament, no excess, meaning intact. The path requires mittens, neglect invites decay, attention preserves structure, routine prevents erosion. I learn to value patience, delay strengthens outcome, rushing multiplies error, timing decides impact.
I step in the sound with calibrated calm, no announcement required. Presence establishes order, the room adjusts automatically. Breath steady, posture grounded, every syllable placed with intent. Control precedes expression. I learned early volume does not equal dominance. Noise distracts, precision dictates attention, economy wins space. Words land clean, no excess motion, no wasted emphasis, each line fulfills purpose. The instrument responds to command, timing locks, cadence settles, momentum sustains itself. Authority grows from repetition, from consistency under pressure, from showing up prepared again and again. I do not chase reaction, reaction follows alignment, confidence built through evidence, not projection. The mic becomes extension of discipline, grip relaxed, signal clear, transmission uninterrupted. I observe performers collapse under spotlight, energy scattered, focus diluted, control lost. I learn restraint instead, letting space breathe, letting silence frame impact, letting clarity carry weight. Every phrase sharpens position, every pause asserts confidence, nothing rushed, nothing forced. I speak from accumulation of nights, refining delivery of days, testing limits of moments, correcting error. Craft matures in isolation, away from applause, away from validation, growth remains internal. The voice carries authority without aggression, tone measured, instant evidence, stability apparent. I respect the lineage of sound but refuse imitation, influence acknowledged, identity preserved. Control feels effortless after repetition. Practice removes friction, preparation removes doubt. Execution feels natural. The mic tests integrity, not ego, not image, only alignment. Weak structure collapses under scrutiny. Strong structure absorbs pressure. Flexibility built on foundation, foundation never compromised. I learned timing through failure. Late entries, dull impact. Early moves lack weight. Precision defines power. Presence reshapes atmosphere. Attention funnels forward. Distractions fade. Focus consolidates. I maintain composure under evaluation. Pressure reveals preparation. Preparation sustains delivery. Delivery confirms authority. No need for escalation. Intensity stays controlled. Energy conserved. Longevity prioritized. I do not crowd the beat. I converse with it. Respecting space. Maintaining balance. The sound stage becomes territory. Boundaries established. Order maintained. Flow uninterrupted. I avoid ornamental language. Clarity matters more. Function over flourish. Meaning stays intact. Each sentence reinforces position. No filler. No apology. No hesitation. The mic amplifies truth. Distortion exposed immediately. Authenticity survives volume. Pretending fractures quickly. I learn confidence from competence. Skill breeds calm. Calm breeds control. Control defines mastery. Movement deliberate. Delivery precise. Exit clean. No residue left. I operate without spectacle. Effectiveness remains goal. Visibility secondary. Substance primary. The voice carries history of trials endured. Of standards upheld. Of consistency proven. I resist urgency manufactured by competition. Pace remains internal. Direction unchanged. Course maintained. Every performance audits preparation. Weak point surface. Adjustments applied. Structure reinforced. I trust the process fully. Repetition compounds. Small refinements accumulate. Mastery emerges quietly. The mic responds to intention. Not emotion. Not impulse. Only command. I learn silence amplifies authority. Weighting sharpens impact. Restraint signals confidence. Control communicates dominance. I avoid unnecessary aggression. Precision inflicts deeper. Accuracy outperforms force. Economy wins battles. The room listens differently when certainty enters. When delivery stabilizes. When presence anchors sound. I maintain standards regardless of context. Consistency defines identity. Adaptation respects core. Flexibility never erodes principle. Every word earns its place. Every pause carries meaning. Nothing accidental. Nothing that provides carelessly. I document progress through execution. Feedback integrated. Technique refined. Performance elevated. The mic does not intimidate. It reveals preparation. Reflects clearly. Gaps exposed instantly. I learn to close those gaps through repetition. Through discipline. Through focus. The voice becomes tool. Not ornament. Not distraction. Instrument calibrated. I manage energy delivery. Peak control. Stamina preserved. Longevity secured. I refuse excess explanation. Delivery communicates confidence. Understanding follows clarity. Silence completes message. The sound carries weight because intention anchors it. Because structure supports it. Because discipline sustains it. I enter without rush. Establish rhythm. Set tone. Assume control. The mic acknowledges authority when alignment remains intact. When execution stays sharp. When confidence remains quiet. I remain rooted where pressure first shaped intention. Before attention distorted motive. Before shortcuts tempted direction. Commitment formed early and never dissolved. The bond runs deeper than seasons. Deeper than trend cycles. Deeper than external reward. It survives fatigue. I witness shifts in tone. Changes in language. Priorities rearranged by convenience. Loyalty tested quietly. What began as expression turned transactional. Some adapted instantly. Others resisted erosion. I chose endurance. The craft taught patience before profit. Discipline before recognition, foundation before expansion, those lessons still apply. I carry respect for origins without nostalgia. Memory informs position, not paralysis. Not imitation, the love remains practical. Not sentimental, maintained through action. improving through consistency. I stay when momentum slow, when visibility dim, when effort outweigh return. Staying revealed purpose, the environment rewarded, compromise loudly. Integrity responded silently. Time exposed the difference, outcomes clarified alignment. I observe passion diluted by excess, noise replacing substance, speed replacing depth, results shortening lifespan. I refuse to abandon structure, refuse to chase relevance, refuse to trade meaning for access. Distance preserve clarity, the connection persists through labor, through repetition without praise, through progress unseen, through resistance to drift. I learn devotion through maintenance, daily reinforcement, routine attention. Neglect invites decay, the culture reflects condition. Care sustains health, exploitation drains vitality. Participation demands responsibility. I speak from accumulation of hours refining craft, of nights guarding intention, of days honoring process. Love exists in restraint, in refusal to exploit, in choosing long vision, in protecting essence. I watch cycles repeat predictably, initial excitement, rapid expansion, eventual dilution. Remaining requires awareness, adjustment without surrender, evolution without erasure. Balance maintained deliberately, I avoided resentment toward change. Change remains inevitable, selective engagement preserves integrity. Boundaries prevent bitterness. The love adapts without dissolving. Flexible but principled, open but grounded, resilient under pressure. I learn value through contribution, not consumption. Participation builds stake. Ownership deepens connection. The work continues regardless of attention. Effort precedes reward. Commitment outlasts applause. Satisfaction remains internal. I resisted transactional thinking. Return not guaranteed. Investment sustained anyway. Belief guided effort. The bond strengthened through adversity. Challenges clarified intent. Obstacles filter motivation, persistence confirmed dedication. I did not romanticize struggle. Struggle teaches efficiently without embellishment. Growth requires accuracy. Honesty replaces fantasy. I remain loyal without blindness, critical without hostility, engaged without dependence. Balanced stance maintained. The culture shaped discipline, language, perspective. Standards remain active. I protect what contributed to identity without freezing it in time. Preservation through practice, not nostalgia. I observe dilution accelerate under scale. Expansion weaken foundation. Wallet, it required a defense. Defense required resolve. I chose contribution over consumption. Creation over commentary. Maintenance over complaint. Action over nostalgia. The love remains functional. Expressed through labor, through consistency, through presence. I stayed aligned during shifts when incentives change. When metrics replace meaning. Focus anchored internally. I learn respect operates reciprocally. Contribution earns voice. Effort earns space. Consistency earns trust. I refuse to abandon core principles. Even when deviation promised speed. Speed rarely sustains direction. Endurance demands restraint. The environment tests attachment relentlessly. Fatigue accumulates. Frustration emerges. Commitment clarifies response. I continue because meaning outweighed inconvenience. Because identity intertwined with process. Because departure felt dishonest. Alignment prevailed. The love matured into responsibility. Guardianship replaced excitement. Stewardship replaced novelty. Care replaced impulse. I maintain standards without spectacle. Quality enforced quietly. Correction applied consistently. Growth ensured. I resisted commodification of passion value distorted by price and meaning reduced to metrics. I decline participation. The connection persists beyond cycles, beyond trends, beyond recognition rooted deeply. I learn preservation through evolution, adaptation without erasure, growth without betrayal, progress aligned. I accepted limitations, honestly scope, define, intentionally focus, preserve resources. Sustainably showing up. The mirror speaks without mercy. No filter, no applause, only consequence. Expectation collides with arithmetic. Dreams face invoices, talent meets rent. Reality keeps score. I measured ambition against hours worked. Sleep traded for possibility. Possibility traded for uncertainty. Uncertainty became routine.
The fantasy promised elevation, the process delivered fatigue. Effort stretched thin, outcome delayed. I learned the difference between vision and delusion. Vision accounts for resistance, delusion ignores friction. Reality enforces correction. Passion did not disappear. It hardened, refined under pressure, stripped of decoration. Every plan required recalculation. Every risk demanded justification. Time asked for receipts, hope offered none. I saw potential stall in empty rooms, skill echo without response. Effort unanswered, silence constant. The grind exposed motivation. Some vanished quickly, others adapted reluctantly. Few persisted honestly. I learned independence costs more upfront. Freedom requires structure. Structure requires sacrifice. Sacrifice remains unpaid initially. No illusion survived the numbers. No belief escaped evaluation. Emotion held no leverage. Facts dictated terms. I watched excitement fade into discipline. Discipline replaced fantasy. Fantasy replaced by responsibility. Responsibility became anchor. The scene sold dreams efficiently, delivered obstacles consistently. Marketing spoke louder than truth. Reality whispered persistently. I stopped expecting rescue. No sudden breakthrough, no external validation, only incremental progress. Every step forward faced resistance. Every pause invited doubt. Minute required maintenance. Neglect punished immediately. I learned failure instructs without empathy. Correction arrived blunt. Lessons repeated until understood. Excuses ignored. The gap between effort and reward widened. Patience stretched thin. Resolve tested daily. Continuation became decision. I observed talent ignored routinely. Mediocrity elevated strategically. Exposure disconnected from quality. Algorithms replaced judgment. I recalibrated expectations, removed fantasy timelines, accepted delay, returned, adjusted scope. The work demanded clarity. Why continue what matters where boundaries exist? I chose honesty over illusion, accepted limited reach, focused on sustainability, protected mental balance. The myth of overnight success collapsed, years compressed into slogans, labor erased from narrative, reality restored context. I witnessed burnout framed as weakness, exhaustion mislabeled as lack of belief, structural issues ignored, responsibility misplaced. I learned effort alone insufficient, strategy mattered, positioning mattered, infrastructure mattered. The romance of struggle lost appeal, accuracy replaced drama, efficiency replaced noise, survival replaced spectacle. I stopped glamorizing instability, stability became objective, consistency gained value, routine earned respect. Every create decision faced taking reality, time allocation, scrutinized, energy budgeted, carefully focused, ration. I observed peers disappear silently, not from lack of talent, from lack of support, from cumulative fatigue. Persistence required adjustment, rigid idealism, fractured, flexible principles survived adaptation, preserved motion. I abandoned the idea of fairness. Markers do not reward merit automatically. Exposure follows leverage. Leverage follows access. I learned to operate within constraint limitations, clarified priority. Scarcity sharpened focus, waste eliminated quickly. Reality forced honesty with ability, with reach, with expectation. The mirror reflected effort without praise. Progress minimal but real, movement slow but deliberate, direction maintained. I stopped comparing trajectories, context varied too widely, metrics distorted truth, comparison distracted focus. The grind exposed internal motive, external reward absent, continuation required belief, belief required reason. I redefined success pragmatically, stability counted, growth incremental, longevity mattered. The fantasy demanded sacrifice without plan, reality demanded planning without fantasy, balance emerged through discipline, hope tempered by structure. I learned critique from experience, not bitterness, not resentment, clarity. The system awarded visibility, not necessarily quality. Understanding this changed strategy, reduced frustration. I protected mental health aggressively, boundaries established, expectations managed, engagement selective. The reality check arrived daily in small reminders and unpaid hours in quiet rooms. I learned value of parallel paths, single pursuit, increased risk, diversification, preserved stability, focus adjusted. The dream did not die, matured, lost innocence, gained realism. I stopped performing struggle, no audience existed. Work continued regardless, honesty replaced posture. The grind tested identity, who remains without applause, who continues unseen, answers emerge clearly. I learned to respect time differently, hours carried weight, days demand a return, waste felt expensive.
speak from the core before polish interferes. Foundation matters more than surface reaction. What remains when trends expire defines direction. Essence survives pressure without negotiation. The city teaches balance through contradiction. Opportunity beside risk, loyalty beside ambition. Every choice tests alignment. I learned value through scarcity when excess was unavailable. When intention replaced convenience, when patience carried weight. The mind sharpens under observation. Patterns reveal motive. Repetition exposes belief. Consistency uncovers truth. I move with awareness of consequence. Each decision echoes forward. Each action archives itself. Time remembers accurately. Respect grows from behavior, not volume, not exposure. Presence earns attention quietly. I study discipline through routine. Daily repetition without applause. Commitment measured in silence. Progress tracked internally. The environment, pressures compromise. Principles negotiate survival. Some bend permanently, others reinforce structure. I keep essence guarded, not hidden, protected, refined through experience. The noise tempts deviation, shortcut logic appeals loudly. Long vision resists urgency, endurance rewards restraint. I witness growth distort identity. I witness hunger clarify it. Comfort blurs edges, pressure sharpens focus. Language adapts to necessity, codes form under watchful eyes. Meaning travels efficiently, nothing wasted. I avoid borrowed confidence. Authenticity carries its own weight. Imitation reveals insecurity. Original movement sustains energy. Every line here documents intent, not performance, not exaggeration. Alignment preserved. I learned timing from mistakes. Early moves cost leverage, late moves cost relevance. Precision balances outcome. Stability requires maintenance. Neglect invites erosion. Attention preserves structure. Routine fortifies base. I observe ambition, test loyalty. Success rearranging circles. Distance clarifies motive. Truth emerges unannounced. The mind catalogs everything, even ignored moments, even denied instincts. Nothing disappears clean. I refine thought through reduction. Remove excess explanation. Clarify objective execution follows naturally. Essence operates without validation. Approval remains optional. Internal standard remains fixed. Direction unaffected. I witness principles traded for speed. Speed rarely delivers longevity. Sustainable motion respects limits. Boundaries preserve momentum. I learn responsibility through ownership. Excuses dissolve clarity. Accountability sharpens judgment. Growth accelerates under pressure. The craft matures in isolation. Skill develops without witness. Noise distracts development. Focus compounds ability. I speak with intention grounded, not inflated, not ornamental. Function prioritized. The future negotiates constantly. Preparation strengthens position. Awareness guides adaptation. Resistance reveals weakness. I protect attention deliberately. Distraction taxes progress. Energy spent wisely multiplies return. Focus remains asset. I resist spectacle driven movement. Visibility fades. Substance persists. Distance outlasts exposure. I learn patience through delay. Delay refined outcome. Rush and multiplied error. Timing defined impact. Every interaction tests principle. Courtesy reflects control. Ego signals fragility. Discipline sustains respect. I maintain clarity through structure. Structure through habit. Habit through commitment. Commitment through belief. The work continues unseen. Progress accumulates silently. Validation unnecessary. Results verify effort. I avoid excess explanation. Meaning sharpens through restraint. Space allows interpretation. Clutter weakens message. I speak from accumulation of nights refining thought of days executing quietly, of repetition forming character. Essence remains portable. Status dissolves. Reputation follows action. Identity persists. I learn perspective through laws. Gain distracted focus. Discomfort clarified motive. Awareness corrected course. The mind resists stagnation. Even in stillness it evaluates. Adjustment remains constant. Evolution never pauses. I choose depth over volume. Precision over noise. Consistency over novelty. Longevity over immediacy. I treat discipline as protection against deviation, against distortion, against erosion. I move without announcement. Progress reveals itself later. Direction internalized. Execution steady. I maintain standards under fluctuation. Pressure test resolve. Resolve strengthens structure. Structure sustains identity. I avoid emotional inflation. Facts remain central. Perspective regulates reaction. Reality corrects exaggeration. I learned efficiency through limitation. Resource scarcity demanded precision. Waste reduced outcome. Focus improved execution. The essence operates independent of audience. Witness irrelevant. Alignment sufficient. Process ongoing. I refine approach continuously. Correct angle. Adjust distance. Maintain trajectory. I remain grounded in principle. Flexible in method. Stable in vision. Focused in action. Every decision leaves evidence.
I speak in fragments, sharpened by pressure. Thoughts stack uneven like crates in a hallway. Every idea carries weight from where it traveled. Nothing floats for free. The mind stays crowded, voices overlap, none asking permission. Truth moves faster when it feels threatened. Silence breaks easier than glass. Memory leaks through concrete. Old warnings echo in present tense. Lessons learned sideways, never clean. Understanding arrives bruised. I map reality through contradiction. Hope argues with caution. Pride argues with survival. Ego keeps score even when nobody watches. Language bends to stay alive. Sentences stretch then snap back. Meaning hides between breath and pause. What matters rarely announces itself. I saw ambition disguised as patience. Fear dressed like wisdom. Loyalty tested by hunger. Faith measured in seconds, not prayers. Every step forward negotiates with regret. Every plan leaves fingerprints. Intent matters less than outcome. History keeps receipts. Thoughts move in spirals, revisiting corners already inspected. Each pass reveals a new crack. Depth hides in repetition. I write to organize noise, not to impress, not to decorate, to survive the echo. Power whispers before it commands. Control smiles before it closes doors. Respect arrives late, leaves early. Reputation outlives intention. The street teaches economics without textbooks. Supply equals desire, demand equals fear. Scarcity writes policy. Dreams negotiate with gravity. Some lift, most all. The fall teaches angles. The ground teaches honesty. I learned timing from closed windows. Opportunity does not knock, it listens, then decides. Perspective sharpens under loss, gain dulls attention. Comfort blurs detail, discomfort clarifies motive. Every choice costs something unseen. Time disappears first, energy follows. Clarity leaves last. The mind keeps a running trial. Evidence emotional, verdicts inconsistent. Sentence is permanent. I speak without ceremony. Words come raw, unfiltered. Polish hides fingerprints. I prefer the evidence visible. Success changes tone, not nature. The same hunger wears better clothes. The mirror stays loyal to truth, no matter the lighting. I watch patience rot into delay. Confidence mutate into noise. Silence mature into strategy. Observation outperform reaction. Reality rewards alignment, punishes contradiction. Intentions lose cases daily. Results never testify. I measure progress by pressure tolerance. How long focus holds, how little approval matters. How quiet fear becomes. Thoughts pace like guards at night. Alert, tired, committed. Trust built slowly. Suspicion learned fast. I navigate between principle and necessity. Neither offers comfort, both demand payment. Balance stays temporary. Every sentence carries a consequence. Spoken or swallowed, energy shifts regardless. Nothing remains neutral. I learned humility from ceilings too low and arrogance from open skies. Both distort judgment, only awareness corrects course. The mind archives everything, even discarded moments, even denied feelings. Nothing deletes clean. Clarify alignment between belief and action, between desire and discipline, between noise and signal. Truth survives compression, lies require space. Pressure exposes structure, collapse reveals intent. I observe power misuse itself. I observe weakness weaponized. Both share the same source, fear of exposure. The environment shapes language, slang evolves from necessity. Code protects survival, meaning travels discreet. I think in patterns, not promises, outcomes over optimism. Preparation hope, execution over talk. Every risk carries ancestry, decisions echo backward. Responsibility travels forward, time connects everything. I learned restraint from consequences, expression from urgency, timing from mistakes, precision from scarcity. The mind resists stagnation, even in stillness it calculates. Rest becomes strategy, emotion becomes optional. I refuse decorative suffering, pain teaches enough without applause. Growth remains private, noise cheapens progress. I speak from accumulation of days laid without ceremony, of nights spent negotiating resolve of mourning, just defined by continuation. Perspective widens under scrutiny, belief strengthens under testing. Weak ideas demand protection, strong ones invite challenge. I document thought without polish, raw edges intact, meaning prioritized over comfort, function over appearance. I saw loyalty fracture under convenience. I saw principles bend under pressure. I saw silence outperform argument, patterns repeat without apology. The mind stays restless, not from ambition, from awareness. No emotion equals survival. I translate experience into structure, so chaos obeys order, so memory finds place, so emotion stops leaking. Every sentence here resists performance. No applause expected, no chorus required, just continuity. Space was earned through repetition, not granted by proximity, not gifted by volume. Presence justified every inch. Boundaries exist for a reason, defined by labor, maintained through consistency, ignored only once. I learned respect operates as response, not request, not negotiation. Reaction follows evidence. Every step onto ground claimed by effort requires awareness, preparation, accountability. I do not announce capability. Demonstration handles introduction. Performance resolves doubt, silos clarity. The work established parameters, time reinforced them. History archive proof, memory remains accurate. I guard what required sacrifice. Hours invested, energy depleted, focus sustained. This space reflects discipline, refinement under pressure, correction without complaint, growth through repetition. Disrespect often arrives, casually assuming access, assuming tolerance, assuming forgiveness. Assumption collapses under scrutiny, expectation misaligned, posture corrected. Reality intervenes, I remain composed when tested. Confidence grounded, emotion regulated, response deliberate. Every interaction audits intent, motive exposed quickly. Language reveals posture, behavior confirms belief. I operate without aggression, control suffices, precision communicates, stability enforces limits. The craft demands attention, shortcuts weak instruction, neglect invites intrusion, maintenance prevents erosion. I learn restraint through experience, reaction costs avenues. Crop was as ability, down to dim, that cruising. I learn restraint through experience, reaction cost leverage, calm preserves authority, timing defines outcome. This position required protection, not secrecy, awareness, consistency. Respect survives through upkeep, neglect invites challenge. Challenge, test, resolve, resolve, strengthen stance. I do not confuse access with entitlement. Proximity proves nothing. Participation carries weight, contribution earns voice. Observation without involvement remains hollow. Understanding requires exposure. Exposure demands courage. Courage filters intent. I remain grounded while asserting boundary. No theatrics, no escalation. Clarity suffices. Every line drawn reflects experience. Mistakes corrected, lessons experienced, standards reinforced. The space responds to discipline. Structure holds, pressure absorbed, order maintained. I recognize opportunistic motion. Interest without investment. Curiosity without commitment. Attention without respect. These patterns repeat predictably. Initial confidence, rapid retreat, silence restored. I do not explain standards repeatedly, they exist. They remain, they apply. The environment tests resolve. Those unprepared adjust posture. Those prepared remain steady. Difference becomes obvious. I protect effort from dilution. Quality preserved deliberately. Access limit intentionally. Integrity prioritized. Respect functions as exchange. Input determines output. Behavior dictates response. History informs decision. I learn presence commands attention. Without demand, without force, without noise. The work speaks continuously, even when the voice rests. Even when unseen evidence accumulates. I maintain alignment under scrutiny. Pressure reveals preparation. Preparation sustains composure. Composure enforces boundary. This is not arrogance, nor defensiveness, nor insecurity. It is maintenance. Every structure weakens without care. Every space erodes without attention. Preservation requires effort. Effort proves value. I remain aware of encroachment. Subtle shifts, casual disregard, incremental erosion. Correction applied immediately. Firm but measured, direct but composed, effective. I do not debate, earn ground. Debate implies uncertainty. Uncertainty invites challenge. Stability removes question. I learn respect grows through repetition, not intensity, not spectacle. Consistency builds authority. Those who contribute understand limits. Those who observe test them. Outcomes differ accordingly. Lessons repeat. I remain acceptable through merit, not through permission, not through compromise. Standards guide interaction. This space holds history of failure corrected, of skill refined, of resolve tested. I protect it without apology. Maintenance requires conviction. Conviction resists pressure. Pressure validates position. Disregard reveals lack of awareness. Awareness precedes respect. Respect precedes access. Sequence remains fixed. I do not escalate unnecessarily. Control resolves most conflicts. Silence resolves the rest. Time confirms outcome. The work continues regardless. Boundaries enforced quietly. Progress sustained, direction unchanged. I learn to value composure. Noise distracts. Focus stabilizes. Stability asserts presence. Every challenge reinforces structure. Weakness addressed. Strength reinforced. Balance restored. This ground does not shift easily. Foundation reinforced daily. Attention sustained. Commitment renewed. Respect operates without announcement. It manifests through response, through restraint, through consistency. I continue refining approach, reducing excess, sharpening delivery, preserving assess. The space remains faded, collected. A skill refined, never top his support. Protected without apology. Maintenance requires conviction. Conviction resists pressure. Pressure validates position. Eyes linger from corners, measuring distance. Judgment travels faster than action. Opinions form without contact. Exposure reveals intent. I recognize observation without engagement. Spectators fluent in commentary, silent during contribution, present only when outcomes appear. Words gain weight through experience. Air carries nothing on its own. Sound demands substance. Substance demands presence. I move where assumptions fail, where commentary stops being safe, where consequence replaces theory. Reality filters voices. You watch closely but stay detached. Hands clean, history empty, confidence borrowed. Opinion without friction collapses quickly. Pressure tests language, contact tests belief, endurance tests character. I learned early critique costs nothing, but trace accursed and demands payment. Effort charges interest, debt accumulates silently. Stares translate into quiet doubt. Doubt rarely survives proximity. Truth clarifies through contact. Distance protects illusion. I do not perform explanation. Evidence communicates efficiently. Action leaves trace. Trace confirms position. Spectators rely on volume. I rely on repetition. Consistency outpaces commentary. Time judges impartially. I recognize the look. Curiosity mixed with hesitation. Respect withheld conditionally. Validation priced too high. I refuse to negotiate credibility. No interview is required, no persuasion offered. History speaks clearly. Opinions surface during absence, disappear during confrontation. Silence returns when stakes appear. Patterns remain obvious. I learn pressure removes disguise. Posture collapses underweight. Authenticity stabilizes stance. Experience anchors response. I operate without broadcast. Movement registered later. Impact measured gradually. Noise unnecessary. Those who talk rarely build. Those who build rarely talk. Effort consumes bandwidth. Focus limits commentary. Observation alone produces nothing. Analysis without risk stagnates. Theory without practice erodes. Reality demands engagement. I know discomfort breeds commentary. Distance enables certainty. Proximity introduces doubt. Involvement restores honesty. I do not address speculation. Speculation feeds itself. Actions interrupts narrative results. Recalibrate opinion. The gaze lingers from safety. No entry attempted. Threshold remains untested. Confidence stays hypothetical. I respect silence earned through work, not silence hiding absence. Not silence avoiding exposure. Earned quiet holds weight. Opinion seeks attention. Contribution seeks outcome. One fades quickly, the other compounds. I learn presence changes tone. Rooms respond differently. Eyes adjust, energy shifts. Those invested speak carefully. Those uninvolved speak freely. Risk regulates language, stakes refine expression. I move without checking reactions. Alignment guides direction. Response irrelevant, trajectory maintained. Critique arrives conveniently timed. After effort completes, after outcome registers. Never during construction. I track patterns without emotion. Repetition reveals motive. Behavior exposes belief. Intent surfaces eventually. You watch but do not step forward. Comfort protects position. Safety sustains distance. Distance preserves illusion. I learned authority never announces itself. It manifests through consistency, through presence, through consequence. Speculation dissolves under scrutiny. Claims collapse under testing. Performance answers questions. Silence follows clarity. I do not seek approval. Approval fluctuates. Foundation remains. Structure supports movement. The stair carries judgment. Judgment lacks leverage. Leverage requires investment. Investment requires risk. I accepted long ago. Not everyone engages. Not everyone builds. Not everyone earns voice. I remain unmoved by commentary. Words without footprint vanish. Actions archive themselves. Time preserves record. Those who never enter cannot exit. Those who never build cannot defend. Parts to ditch define stakes. Stake defines credibility. I speak from contact, from involvement, from exposure, from repetition. The look from afar stays unchanged. Understanding requires immersion. Immersion demands courage. Courage filters participants. I do not correct assumptions. Reality handles that. I continue working. Correction arrives automatically. Opinion seeks recognition. Contribution creates value. Value attracts attention. Attention remains secondary. I learn restraint through observation. Not every voice requires response. Not every glance deserves reply. Focus remains guarded. The environment tests posture. Those without foundation wobble. Those prepared remain steady. Stability signal experience. I acknowledge the gaze without reacting, without adjusting, without explanation. Watching does not equal knowing. Knowing does not equal doing. Doing exposes weakness. Weakness instructs growth. I observe commentary inflate egos without producing outcome. Noise replaced labor. Labor stayed invisible. I chose participation, accepted exposure, accepted correction, accepted cost. Distance feels safe. Safety limits understanding.
Speak from discipline earned through repetition. Behavior forms before reputation. Pattern matters more than applause. Consistency exposes truth. Movement stays deliberate, no wasted gestures. Every step aligned with intent. Purpose refuses decoration. I learned early how noise distracts focus. Attention leaks through excess talk. Silence sharpens vision. Observation builds leverage. Posture reflects decision. Not costume, not performance. Daily conduct reveals alignment. A move with restraint under pressure. Emotion acknowledged, not obeyed. Reaction filtered through reason. Impulse denied entry. Stability grows from routine. Routine grows from values. Values survive testing. Testing never stops. I measure progress through behavior audits. What repeats defines direction. What fades lacks structure. Habit writes biography. Integrity operates when witnesses leave. Ethics exist beyond reward. Discipline survives boredom. Commitment proves itself daily. I refuse borrowed identity. No echo of trending language. No imitation of louder voices. Originality roots in experience. Every word reflects accountability. Speech carries consequence. Tone signals intention. Language exposes mindset. I observe respect, earn slowly, lost quickly, recover rarely. Maintenance requires effort. Time teaches efficiency. Excess stripped away. Only essentials remain. Function replaces display. I train attention like muscle. Focus strengthens through resistance. Distraction tests resolve. Clarity rewards patience. The environment pressures adaptation. Weak structure collapses. Strong structure adjusts. Flexibility without principle fails. I document thoughts without embellishment. Accuracy outranks charm. Substance outweighs style. Truth stands without polish. I learn leadership through responsibility. Influence follows example. Authority follows consistency. Trust follows transparency. Every decision carries footprint. Past reveal priority. Excuses dissolve under scrutiny. Results stand alone. I maintain distance from chaos, not from fear, from calculation. Stability demands boundaries. Momentum builds through execution. Planning alone stagnates. Action clarifies intention. Feedback guides correction. I respect process over outcome. Outcomes fluctuate. Process compounds. Mastery lives there. The mind sharpens through challenge. Comfort dulls perception. Pressure clarifies weakness. Awareness directs improvement. I move without announcement. Progress speaks later. Recognition remains secondary. Alignment remains primary. I learn restraint from consequence. Expression from necessity. Timing from error. Precision from correction. Values remain portable. Status fades. Reputation follows action. Legacy follows pattern. I resist urgency manufactured by others. Priority defines pace. Rush movement fractures structure. Measured steps endure. Every interaction tests character, courtesy reveals strength, ego exposes fragility. Control, preserve, respect, I stay grounded through repetition. Foundations reinforce daily, small actions accumulate. Stability merges quietly, I reject shortcuts, masters opportunity. Speed without structure collapses, efficiency respects process, endurance demands patience. I speak from preparation, not speculation, not reaction. Readiness removes hesitation, the work continues unseen. Progress remains internal, validation unnecessary, completion remains goal. I learned humility through correction, confidence through competence, authority through consistency, presence through awareness. The mind filters distraction, focus narrows channel, energy conserved, output improves. I avoid unnecessary conflict, clarity resolves tension, silence de-escalates noise, purpose ignores provocation. Each choice reflects identity, behavior rivalries belief, alignment stays visible, contradiction exposes weakness. I maintain standards without compromise, flexibility exists within principle, structure guides decision, values anchor direction. I operate with long vision, short gains misled, sustainable growth demands restraint, longevity rewards patience. I treat discipline as daily agreement, renewed each morning, tested each moment, upheld through action. I avoid emotional inflation, facts remain central, perspective prevents distortion, reality corrects exaggeration. I learn cost management through experience, energy spent wisely, attention allocated precisely, focus guarded intentionally. I do not chase momentum, I build it layer by layer through execution. I remain accountable to self, external approval irrelevant, internal standard uncompromised, integrity self-enforced. I move with purpose under scrutiny, pressure reveals preparation, preparation sustains performance, consistency sustains credibility. I speak plainly, no ornament, no excess, meaning intact. The path requires maintenance, neglect invites decay, attention preserves structure, routine prevents erosion. I learn to value patience, delay strengthens outcome, rushing multiplies error, timing decides impact. I resist identity.